Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlicker shills, dead slates, herds, peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks. I'm Useful Idiot. Welcome. And today let's go to China and look at the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. China's global bank is expanding rapidly. So they just had their first annual meeting. So in only a year, they've managed to create quite an alternative and/or partner to the World Trade Organization, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund. And so good for them. They have 57 founding countries, mostly in Asia and Western Europe. And now they have the possibility of expanding a lot in Africa and in Latin America. And this shouldn't come as a surprise. These are traditional markets for the Chinese to be active in as far as infrastructure projects and investments. And now they'll be able to use this global infrastructure development bank to spread that influence and create more economic opportunities. And so they can only fund projects in member countries, so that's why this is a big deal when they can set up these deals directly with these governments in Latin America and Africa with the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Currently, there are only 3 Latin American and African countries. Brazil, South Africa, and Egypt are all part of this organization. But now we have Algeria, Libya, Nigeria, Senegal, and Sudan are all interested in joining and setting up contracts with this global government bank of China's. And you can see after I read off that list, certainly these are countries that might have difficulties getting financing and loans and setting up deals right now with the World Bank and the IMF, even though the IMF and World Bank certainly has worked with a couple of these countries, including Nigeria. But these are governments and situations that might have a little trouble otherwise. So this is good news for those countries as well, that they'll be able to create some economic opportunities in those countries, or if nothing else, graft some money out of the Chinese like they do the United States. And then in Latin America, we have Chile, Colombia, and Venezuela, all interested in working with this Chinese bank. And once again, not surprising that countries like Chile and Colombia might be interested in working with this investment bank as an alternative to the Western power players. But definitely interesting to see Venezuela on that list. It doesn't seem like they have any time to negotiate with this World Chinese Bank right now. They've got a lot of other problems on their plate, but so that was interesting to see there. And then we also have some European countries that are interested in working with this Chinese bank, including Greece, Ireland, Cyprus. And once again, notable like these African and Latin American countries, these other countries that are interested in working with this Chinese global bank are countries that might have some financing difficulties elsewhere for these projects. But anyway, trade between Latin America and Asia has risen greatly, and it's another reason why we're seeing this interest in China and creating this global bank and then working directly with these governments in those areas. In the last 10 years, trade between Latin America and Asia has gone from $15 billion to $350 billion, so a huge market that's happening there. And then this Chinese global bank, the AIIB, will be facilitating this. So there we have it. Once again, not so much a giant threat as a lot of people have, YouTube pundits and fearmongers have tried to say about the Chinese taking over the world. Once again, if you look closely at these new deals that this Chinese global bank are setting up, they're right in line with what one expect, the kind of regimes and the kind of governments that would be interested in finding alternative sources and ways of financing growth. And so there we have it. The Chinese bank, 1 year later, continuing to spread its influence across the globe and creating a nice little economic empire for China that certainly so far is no threat whatsoever to the United States economically, and certainly not in any way militarily. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.